Hello and welcome to Tommy Talks TV, the place to be to build great love relationships. And I'd like to start by saying a very big thank you. Thank you for all your likes and your shares and your comments on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube. I really appreciate you because you're helping us spread the message further, faster. So thank you very much indeed. Now today I'm going to be taking one of your questions and it goes like this. I am making wedding plans to get married to a man I have dated for 8 years. I met him in my first year in university. He is 7 years older than I am. During this period, I have been through physical and verbal abuse from him, up to a point where he promised that he would never beat me again. Knowing that he was very hot-tempered, I decided to tame my mouth. But he insults me a lot, and generally I am not one who insults or feels that I should. So most times I allow him and ignore the insults. Our families are already involved and our wedding plans are advanced. I am having second thoughts. Should I go through with the marriage? Now I have to start by saying that I am amazed that you have managed to keep this relationship going for 8 years. 8 years is a long time for you to have to endure both physical and verbal abuse. And I need to say unequivocally that domestic abuse is never right for whatever reason at all. So anyone who abuses their position of authority or the fact that they're stronger than someone else to abuse them is not someone that you should be thinking about getting married to. If you were to decide to get married to this person, essentially what you're doing is that you're signing up for a lifetime of pain and abuse. Now, even though he has promised that he will not physically abuse you again, you need to realize that physical abuse is addictive behavior, just like all other addictions. So once people start it, it becomes a pattern and it always tends to recur. So the fact that he has promised that he won't is no guarantee that he will no longer abuse you again. And in any case, the fact that he's constantly verbally abusing you means that he does not have any respect for you at all. And that should not be the sort of person that you're planning to get married to. So you need to take a step back from this relationship and find a way to disentangle yourself. I know it might be difficult because obviously your families are involved, your wedding plans are already advanced, but I always say it's better to have a broken relationship than to have a broken marriage. So you need to save yourself from a lifetime of heartache and pain. And let me also say here that if you're watching and you're already married but you're experiencing physical abuse, that's a very difficult place to find yourself in, because marriage is sacred and the Bible says that God hates divorce. The Bible also says that God hates a man who covers his wife with violence. So violence against someone else, against your wife, against your spouse, for whatever reason, is not allowable in scripture. So if you find yourself in that kind of situation, you really need to find help as fast as possible and remove yourself from harm's way, because you cannot save your marriage unless you actually stay alive in the first place. So you need to remove yourself from harm's way before you begin to look for ways to see whether that marriage can be saved. So don't just sit in silence, don't suffer in silence, try to find help as soon as possible. Well, I hope this has helped you. I'll leave you with the words of Jimmy Evans. When it comes to domestic abuse, when it happens the first time, you're a victim. When it happens the second time, you've become a volunteer. Please leave me a message on Facebook or Twitter, and if you've got a question you would like me to answer, then head on over to tommytalks.com/ask and I'll answer your question next time. See you next time. Bye-bye.